Somebody who's got smeg on his cock, is he a smegmatic? Is he suffering from smeg?
Is it like a cheese market?
That's right. And if he's a priest, he's most probably suffering from smegmata. That was a French.
Oh, no.
But because the doctor doesn't speak a word of English, he will remove your penis and he will give you a vagina that will best described as it will resemble an abused risotto.
Things happen, like thalidomide originally was made for something else, and now they use it for leprosy. So you just have to find what you want it for.
Are your foreskins colour specific?
No, they're not. They are very well. It changes colour due to temperature shifts, which is one of the reasons it's very unstable.
You want it to go green. Yeah.
This is the problem. We don't want it to go green, and that's the colour it's going. But if we're selling it to a different group of people, people who want to attract rats, it would be good if it killed the rats, but it doesn't do that. It angers the rats, and it makes them very fast and quite sinewy, and they're harder to catch. So I'm trying to figure out what we're going to market it, but we'll get there.
Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Deadliners, the new current affairs comedy program that is hopefully setting the world of media on fire. People are telling us there's nothing like this. Dan Wooten said it's very naughty.
Very, very naughty.
Other people said it's unhinged, it's crazy. It's like boys and girls smoking behind the shed. It's ignorant. The camera work is rubbish. The sound is awful. The tech is getting better every week, but it's still lousy. But I love it, and I can't stop watching it.
And it's, other people have said it's almost legal.
And it's almost legal. And it's getting better, and we're so working hard at this to bring you a really great show every week. So we hope you appreciate it. Please do email us at deadliners58@gmail.com. Come and join our studio audience in Northwest London. Help us uncover the truth. There's something about comedy. A brilliant writer named Sean Walsh wrote to me the other day and sent me an article that he'd written. And something he said in there I thought was quite amazing. He said that the universe, just by being itself, is reluctant to conform to the inadequate ways that we have of describing it. Humor is a way of taking comfort in that, because the autocrat, the tyrant, the enemy of free speech is more likely to stamp his feet at the universe's impertinence. And as I always say, comedy is the best exposer of the truth that exists anywhere. Comedians tell the truth. If you want the truth, you're going to get it from comics. And we've got some of the best in the UK and the United States, and probably a few other places as we go along. Now, we're actually going to start out tonight with our fantastic, because she's in the news at the moment so much. She may not be very much longer. But Angela Rayner, the Deputy Prime Minister of the UK, we have got Jen, the Intel lady, who is part of the Deadliners team, a great member of our team, and she is, bar none, far and away, folks, the greatest Angela Rayner impersonator on the planet. So we're going to give you some of our Ange right now.
Hey.
Whoopie, whoopie.
Hi, it's Deputy Prime Minister, proud Northerner, Basic Instincts enthusiast, and now fourth sexiest woman in the UK according to a BBC poll, Angela Rayner, and welcome to another no-brainer with Angela Rayner out and about. Now, I'm going to explain exactly where I am and what I'm doing in a minute, because this week has been an absolutely dreadful week for me. I have been slagged off, not just by the usual far-right adjacent media, but also the mainstream media as well, all because I decided, which is I'm well within my rights to do, by the way, to buy a very modest apartment in Ove as an holiday home, which is a place that I happen to go to a lot. I've got loads of mates in Brighton. It is a city of sanctuary. It is a very inclusive, fantastic place. Lots of brilliant people are there, including loads of my DJ mates, because I do like that scene. And also, our Ivor lives there. Now, our Ivor's having to keep his head down a bit at the moment because he got into a bit of bother earlier in the year. But I do spend a lot of time there, so it just made perfect sense to buy a second home there. And I had our Diane do the numbers on it, and she said, look, at that price, 800,000, with what you're earning, you can defo afford that. It's definitely within your price range. So go for it. And I did. So it's all above board. It's all declared. But oh no, everybody's got to find fault with it and slag me off for it. And why? Because loads of other MPs do this. This is not an unusual thing for an MP to do. But you're having a go at me. You're picking on me. Why? Because I'm from a working class background, probably. That's probably it's the snobbery or just plain straight up misogyny because I'm a woman. That's probably what it is. But I have been so stressed out with this to the point where I actually got tricked into going on Talk TV. Now, I would not be seen dead on Talk TV, but unfortunately one of my mates took the message and she got a bit, she'd had a couple of glasses of vino on the beach with me, so she wasn't quite herself, and she got a bit confused with the message, thinking that it was Sky TV, and so I thought, well, I can go on with Trevor Phillips and have a little chat. I can, I've got a right to reply. I can respond to all of these, ridiculous comments about me and iron it all out. So I was quite happy to do so. I get on there and realise it's Talk TV and that idiot Mark Dolan. So I was very, very unhappy about that. And I stood my ground with him. I was having none of it from him. I put him in his place. And then my stress levels were just through the roof. So I called up our care and I said, look, can I just have a little holiday, just a couple of days, just go away and just maybe find a nice all-inclusive and just chill out for a bit? And he said, well, that's a bit difficult really, because I'm, on holiday in Scotland with my family. Obviously, Yvette is going interrailing with Ed Balls, so it's probably not a good look if you go away as well. Can't have all of us labours, on holiday at the same time, and with nobody, overseeing the country. So I was like, well, great. So I've drawn the short straw. So I'm not very happy. So I had to think outside the box on how could I go away. So I snuck over to France with my mate, and we went to Calais and we ordered one of them blow up dinghies off the internet, and we are currently floating across the channel. Obviously I'm going to have to ditch my phone in the sea along with my passport and my driver's licence in a minute, but we're going towards we're about to get intercepted by the Coast Guard. Obviously I've got me camo dry robe, which I'm going to put on in a minute, and a medical mask, which who knew they'd become really, really useful. So I'm going to put a medical mask on, and I'm just going to say no speako, no Englisho, or whatever it is that they do. And then they'll bring us in, stick us in that, I don't know, 4 or 5 star hotel. I get a brand new iPhone. I'll get maybe a new laptop or iPad. 70 quid a week in my pocket. I mean, we did say, didn't we, we would definitely be putting more money in people's pockets. Well, there you go, 70 quid, easy. I could maybe even see a dentist or, you know, get a once over, bit of an MOT with a doctor while I'm there, and just relax in a fantastic 4 or 5 star hotel, make a few new friends, and there you go. That's me holiday, and nobody can stop. No one's going to challenge me on that, so I'm very, very excited. See, thinking all the time. I knew I'd get me all-inclusive one way or another, and nothing's going to stop me if that's what I want to do. So there you go. It doesn't matter what you say, and it doesn't matter what you do. Us Labours are going to continue to go from strength to strength. I'll see you again on another No-Brainer with Angela Rayner.
Is it? Yeah, Andy's first.
James tries to get fingered.
I tried. Who did I tried to get fingered by?
And then I come back and I introduce Andy.
Woo!
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, Ange, she does other people, but I mean, there's nothing like her Angela Rayner. The problem is, I've done a lot of television slots in the last few days about Angela and her seaside flat in Hove and stamp duty and council tax, and more about all that shit later from me. But she may not be around much longer, and our Ange might have to focus on other characters because nobody will give a darn about Angela Rayner. And as my wife said, any chance she had of taking over Herr Sturmer's job is obviously far gone, finished. Toast. Bye.
The thing is, Roger, you remonstrate Jay for being too out there. You were called on LBC a lazy misogynist.
Yes.
Now, I don't have a...
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
It was
you-
called a lazy sexist.
Oh, sexist, rather.
As opposed
Who
to
called you that?
I,
Matthew Wright.
Oh,
Who is,
well.
I love Matthew. He's a great guy.
no, he was kind of semi-joking.
And he was semi-he's I love Matthew. I know a lot of people think he's a real lefty loony, but I think he's great. And I have invited him on my other show,
No, but the
The
thing
Gospel According to Dr. Roger, and I hope he'll come on.
the thing is, Roger, I don't want to be friends with a lazy sexist.
No.
I want you to put the word in a
Active.
full-on professional sexist.
An active sexist.
Active
But I'm
sexist.
not a sexist, and what I said wasn't sexist. As I said to Matthew, I'm very sorry if I was a lazy sexist, because in my description of Angela Rayner with
3 others.
what the hell's her name? Diane Abbott and
Yeah.
Rachel
Diane
Reeves.
Yes.
In my description of Angela Rayner with Diane Abbott and Rachel Reeves brewing up this stamp duty nonsense over a steaming cauldron, I was not thinking about women at all. I was thinking about conjuring scenes. So if I was sexist inadvertently because it happens to relate to women, and when I said it could just as easily have been 3 men, Matthew said he didn't think so. I suppose he's right. You got to be more careful.
Well, yeah, there could have been an equivalent for men, though, couldn't there? So
They thought so, but Matthew said not. And what the hell? It's his
No.
program. It's his show.
I think he and you had good fun anyway.
We had good fun. We always do. I think he's a great guy, and I am going to send him a copy of this episode number
Oh, dear.
11 of Deadliner.
Best behave myself.
Absolutely. But if you will stop taking me off the subject,
Sorry.
Yeah, shocking.
my God, how do we ever manage to get
I'm
a
only
show
trying to
done around
improve
here?
yourself.
What?
I'm only trying to improve yourself.
You're trying to improve myself. Well, How can I do that with the lighting shining off this bald pate in my eyes? I can't even read
the script.
I can't even read the damn running order, for God's sake.
Blinded.
Blinded, absolutely. So, first of all, would you mind blowing your rape whistle again?
Yes, got a rape alarm here. It sounds like this.
Thank you. Now, Andy.
I'm over here.
Andy Zapp, that great old-time Cockney London East End comedian, Andy Zapp, who's been around since soil was invented, who just came back from the Edinburgh Fringe where he was canceled, gee, I wonder why, for saying misogynistic things. And his response was, I'm very sorry. I only say inappropriate things to beautiful women, not to a bunch of fat old mingers.
Absolutely.
Which went down really well, I must tell you. That's why they kicked him the hell out. But anyway, that Andy is going to talk about Gary Linehan being arrested by 5 armed police at Heathrow over 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 gender-critical tweets. Andy, over to you.
Woo! And it's not Gary, it's Graham.
Graham.
Yeah,
it is Graham. You're right.
Not Gary.
I can't see the notes because of this bald head.
But it's, like, ladies and gentlemen, we know, like, life is all made up. The rules apply and all we do is squabble over the rules. Let's have it right. So, it's all nonsense, or you could spell it nonce. Sense.
Very good.
So Graham Linehan, author of Father Ted, Black Books, The It Crowd, The Big Train, Count Arthur Strong and The Fast Show, and many other things, was arrested on September the 1st, getting off a flight from the USA at Heathrow Airport. The charges were allegedly for harassing and damaging Sophia Brooks's telephone at a pro-trans activist at the Battle of Ideas in 2024. So that was one of the allegations there. All I can say about Sophia Brooks, she needs to man up. And also for allegedly inciting violence because of a number of tweets. One of the tweets was, if a trans-identified male is in a female-only space, he is committing a violent, abusive act. So he says, make a scene, call the cops. And the thing that got him nicked was, if all else fails, punch him in the balls. Now, I know Graham Linehan, and he's not a fighter, because when he got off the actual... When he was arrested off the plane, he was rushed off to hospital because he's got high blood pressure. He's not really a fighter, he's a lover. So that was a joke, really. And then there was the other...
So you don't think he'd be capable of punching someone in the balls?
No, he couldn't stoop that low. He couldn't. He
couldn't get down there.
He couldn't get down there. He's not a fighter. And then the other tweet was a picture, what appears to be a trans right demo, caption, a photo you can smell. You know what I mean? Well, smell what? Smell the cock? Can you smell
Smeg?
Smeg? Like somebody who's got smeg on his cock. Is he a smegmatic? Is he suffering from smeg?
Like a cheese market.
That's right. And if he's a priest, he's most probably suffering from smegmata.
That
was a fridge.
Oh, no.
And then he also...
Smegmata, oh my God.
Is that wrong?
Literally.
You got fridges called smegs, haven't you? You got the smeg fridge, haven't you?
You do?
Yeah, you got fridges called smegs.
You can only buy that when there's a freeze.
Oh.
And then he was also accused of he said misogynists and homophobes fuck 'em. So in the context of the trans debate, there are people who are what would you call it, self-hating misogynists and self-hating homophobes. And he can't currently post on X until the case is over. I think it's all nonsense, really.
Hence.
Nonsense. That's my little report on it, you know. But
Great stuff.
Oh, bravo, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear it for Ed.
Never failed.
The pedo.
Never lets us down. Okay. Moving right along. God, I love this show. And I got to tell you something. I love you, audience. I mean, because, you know, it's hard to build up subscribers on YouTube, but we are getting a lot of views. And we are just getting people calling us and writing us and saying, you know, there's nothing like this. We love this. FOMO. We don't want to be left out. It's like a party that we want to be invited to. And we just love it so much. And you people are so inappropriate, insane, useless, unbalanced, inaccurate, reprehensible, and funny as hell. And, you know, that really makes us feel good every week that we get here. So I want to move on. Now,
Oh my God.
we have got,
Brace yourselves.
brace yourselves.
we've got in the background, I mainly, as I'll probably mention later, I mainly live in the country, in a tiny village. And I had a bulletin that we have travelers at the end of the road who have parked their horse cart and ain't moving. And the police keep coming around saying, tell us if they've done anything wrong. Well, they haven't done anything wrong, but, you know,
Get off my
they want us to give constant reports and everything. But I said, look, I don't need to look at these people because I got my own traveler. I got a gypsy in Leeds who's just nuts. And every time we put up a short about him, we get a pretty decent audience. I mean, this guy is certifiably crazy. Today, he's channeling his bloody grandmother, I think,
Jibug Jay.
with his babushka. He in his spare time, he's a rather famous and valued, beloved comedian. But most of the time, he's a fruitcake. And today he's wearing a dish towel. And now he thinks, I hasten to underline, that he's become some kind of psychic. And he's started doing tarot readings for people. It's more like terror readings as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, here he is, straight from Leeds. Make of him, it, whatever, what you will. J. Mack.
Yeah.
Good evening, Jews of London. How are you? You all right?
Yeah.
Am I coming through from the other side, okay?
You're coming through definitely from the other side.
Excellent, excellent. I have received message from the universe for James Bembridge.
Oh dear.
I said, who's that? They said, it's that puff on Deadliners. I said, oh, that one. Okay. So I took to my tarot cards and I shuffled them and I washed them with Dettol. And I drew cards, and I'm ashamed to say, James, you're at a crossroads.
Oh dear. Really?
You are. I have pulled your first card. Your first card is ominous. It is the Sun card. The Sun card,
Right.
which indicates growth and prosperity.
In the right area? Growth in the right area? Or?
Growth and prosperity. But not for you. Not for you, James. You will find a growth. You will find a growth.
I'll find a growth on my body.
On your testicles.
On my testicles.
Yes.
Okay.
And you will need to have it removed. And you will go to the hospital. Yes. You will go to the hospital. But because the doctor doesn't speak a word of English, he will remove your penis and he will give you a vagina that will best described as it will resemble an abused risotto.
What?
An abused risotto?
Where my penis resemble an abused risotto.
Oh my
That's
God.
right.
Do you have say that? You can't say that. Do you have any good news for me, Jay, in your tarot card
It'll
reading?
taste very
do.
nice.
Your
Okay.
second card is much better. It's much better, James. Don't you worry. It is the lovers. The lovers.
Right.
I can promise you this. You will find in your life very soon a tall, dark stranger from abroad called Mohammed.
Oh dear. Not the man I was hoping for, but okay, go ahead.
He will make you very happy for a short amount of time, but you will unfortunately have a quarrel, and he will throw you from the roof of a Turkish barber's.
Oh, okay. So really not much to look forward to in my life, according to your readings then.
Is
It's
that
an improvement, though, isn't it? And your third card, James, the third card is the Empress. The Empress, which of course represents motherhood, and I'm afraid to say it, James, you're going to be quite late in life when you become a mother.
I thought he's a mother already.
Against all odds as well, because we all know that you're gay and that you go against God's will and whatnot. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to steal a baby from a maternity ward, and you're going to have to raise it as your own, as a pickpocket, like a modern day Fagin.
Well, yeah, that's quite a good idea, actually.
And the last card, I'm afraid, James, is the most ominous. He is, of course, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, you will be found, I'm afraid, hung in a wardrobe like Anthony Bourdain. But it won't be a suicide. You will have succumbed to autoerotic asphyxiation.
I think that's the way I'm going to go, isn't it, really? Everyone's suspected that.
It's promising, isn't it? It's promising. It's the best way to go.
Some swallowed hotel with some prostitutes and drugs. That's how I'm going to go.
I wish I could have better news for you, James, but, the universe is a cunt.
Well, thank you for being so honest, Mystic J. Thank you.
I have also been in contact with the unquiet spirit of Margaret Thatcher.
Oh.
Yes, she says we've got to put the Navy in the Channel. Put the Navy in the Channel. And she doesn't like trannies either. She doesn't like trannies. She says if they're not going to use the men's toilets, they need to go in the bush and shit like the badgers they are.
You can't say that.
Can't say that.
yeah?
Margaret did. But she does love deadliners. She's loving deadliners. But now that I've said that, so does Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi loves it too. Yes, she tunes in every week, and she does a bit of cocaine with Idi Amin, and they have a great old time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. J.
And now we got somebody really wild. I mean, this is another Deadliner's star. This is Kelli, spelled Kelli exclamation mark Taylor.
Nearly.
Hey?
Nearly. Kelli, but the last I's upside down like an exclamation mark.
Oh, yeah. Kelli exclamation mark. That's what I said.
Nearly. It's fine. Leave it. It's not important.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see what you mean. Kelli upside exclamation mark.
Just
right.
drop it now, Roger. You make
Whatever.
How are you anyway, Roger? How are you?
I'm great. You're going to talk about the Suzanne Moore op-ed, which claims that men hate Angela Rayner.
That's what you think.
She embodies their fears and their fantasies.
I think it's adorable that you think I even bothered reading that article. No, what I'm going to talk about...
It wasn't Hello Magazine, was it, Kelli?
No, I don't really read things. There's a lot of columns of words, and I'm more of a TikTok person. So, and also, I don't wear glasses. I'm not a reader. Not now there's Netflix. So what I did was, it's a bit of a problem for me is this, because Angela is a very good client of mine and I make quite a lot of money off her back. She's a lovely lady. And what I actually do, all the men that are slagging her off, they're some of my biggest customers, because what I'm doing is I'm selling her hair after she's been in the salon. And all these perverts are buying it.
You do Angela's hair.
I do Angela's hair, yeah, you're right.
So like extensions or wigs or...
Is that
the hair off her back?
Yeah, it's more this kind of hair.
Oh, dear. Oh, right, okay.
And what I'm doing is I'm selling this to perverts. And it's covering her bills, because honestly, every time I tell her how much she owes me, she just bursts into tears. So what I do is I say, if I can sell what I take off you, can I offset it? And she's fine with that, because she just does not like paying her bills. But it's also a win-win, because a lot of this is just Ed Sheeran.
But Kelly, I think you've had another product recalled again, haven't you?
This is a problem. Do you remember when we put foreskin out and as a skin cream, but then we had to rebrand it as an insulator for your walls because it expanded? Yeah. Problem is with this now is because of the ingredients, it's attracting rats. So we've had to recall it, and we're rebranding it now as a rat attractant.
We do that one?
Foreskin.
That's foreskin. Yeah.
Still.
So
Okay.
Things happen. Like thalidomide originally was made for something else, and now they use it for leprosy. So you just have to find what you want it for.
I know.
Are your foreskins colour specific?
No, they're not. They are very well. It changes colour due to temperature shifts, which is one of the reasons it's very unstable.
You want it to go green here.
This is the problem. We don't want it to go green, and that's the colour it's going. But if we're selling it to a different group of people, people who want to attract rats. It would be good if it killed the rats, but it doesn't do that. It angers the rats, and it makes them very fast and quite sinewy, and they're harder to catch. So I'm trying to figure out how we're going to market it, but we'll get there. We will.
But there's nothing worse than a pissed off rat.
Yeah, but did you fact check that? You fact checked that, didn't you? About the green foreskins inflaming these rats. So that's
I asked Grok. Actually, I've been having a bit of a problem with Grok today. This is true story. Grok gave me some information that wasn't quite correct, so I've been really, really passive aggressive to it all day. Like, if I ask you something, are you going to tell me the real thing, or are you going to prank me again like you did before? And it's going, I am mortified, Kelly, that you think that I have tried to prank you. What can I do to make it up to you? It's really on a back foot with me, and I'm loving it.
But Kelly, you had another product, I think you told me in confidence.
It's probably in confidence.
Which was some sort of tanning lotion, and it was recalled because some woman was sent to a burns unit, and then she complained to a burns.
I have to say, prove it. Because she was using another one of my products, and it does say on the back, don't use these products together because they are combustible. So, I mean, who's the fool?
Well, her family complained to you because she went to the burns unit after this tanning lotion, and then you said to them, well, it gave her some colour, didn't it? So that was your get-out.
She was very bland, and now it looks like she's got freckles, or I said spattering. And I said, don't like that. But she's very, very, very sensitive. And I said to her this, you always know if you've seen Simon Weston. You don't go, oh, I think I saw Simon Weston today. You know if you did. You remember him. And that's what she's got now. She's memorable. So I won't be taken to court for that.
Well done, Kelly.
I give up. You can't talk about things like Simon Weston like this.
The man's a hero. I'm not putting him down. I'm saying he's a memorable hero. And now she is memorable because, honest to God, she was bland, very plain looking girl. And that's not my fault.
Fair play to you, Kelly. Well done.
Yeah, before she was nothing, now she's the centre of.
Now she's been on page 7 of 2 local newspapers. So she owes all her success to me. Thank you very much.
Well, do you know what, Kelly? As I've said before I tried your hair products, I had hair. I was not bald, and now this is what you've done to me. So
and
thank
we
you.
rebranded it, didn't we? That's what I said. You've got to just roll with it. You're very uptight, James.
Very stubbly. He's very stubbly at the moment.
Okay.
Is he growing back?
Yeah.
It's growing back. It's working.
Another
Now.
rebrand. Oh God, I can't keep up.
Miracle. Yeah.
You want to nick it.
Yeah.
Roger, will you come into the salon soon and use your vouchers for that sunbed because they're going to expire?
Okay.
Yes.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Kelly, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Yay.
And
Whistle.
And now, viewers, friends, Romans, countrymen, we now have the great king of the one-liners, Mr. Mark Rivlin.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It's been a very interesting week for news, hasn't it? I mean, we hear now that asylum seekers are going to get free townhouses in Suffolk. You'll hear more about that on Have I Got Muse for You? There we go. Now, what about the tube strike in London? They're going to be going on strike during the week for about 5 days. There's been another consultation. They backed down the union, and now they've agreed to work from home. Very kind. Now, economics, very worrying, isn't it? Long-term borrowing costs up by 27%, according to Rachel from accounts. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Yes. Sports latest.
YouTube doesn't like this kind of language.
I love it.
Okay.
Counts.
I love it.
Sports latest. Don't worry, Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. It's still mathematically possible to stay up. No football fans in tonight.
I've never followed it.
Okay. Now, the London stock market is actually in the red. Can you believe that? They're going to have to stop playing footsie under the table.
Way.
There you go, yeah. Now, Zach Polanski, who's he? He's the guy who's now going to be in charge of the Green Party, yeah? And he won the election by a landslide, which is the wrong expression. And what about Queen Camilla? This one's just terrific, isn't it? And I quote, according to all the newspapers and online, she whacked a pervert with her shoe after he tried to grope her.
Yeah.
Yet another Prince Andrew scandal. Yeah. Anyway, there's also this story about man sacked after impersonating Michael Jackson. Apparently was unfairly dismissed, a tribunal found. I blame it on the buggy. Whoa.
He's reaching.
And going back to our dear friend, Graham Linehan, who was arrested at Heathrow Airport. Not only was he picked up by the police, he was refused permission to call his father Ted.
Oh.
Absolute pleasure. Have a lovely week, folks.
Yeah, wonderful. And moving right along, we got James sitting right here in front of me.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, it is. Who's going to talk about the countryside being overwhelmingly white and needing more halal food.
Yeah, so there's Liverpool University have come out with this study that's
Liverpool
University.
University of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Difference. Who cares? They've come up with this study that suggests that countryside is overwhelmingly white, racist. Well, hello, that's why people move there. And that rural pubs should be serving halal meat. Now, I mean,
Well, to level things up.
I don't know. Well, to make it more accommodating, they think. I mean, this shite.
How many Muslim Arabs go and drink in local pubs, I wonder?
Well, the thing is with
Is that after prayers or
the
what?
thing is with Muslims and with the
Well, they don't drink, do they?
well, they can drink. They can't get intoxicated. That's right.
Oh, bullshit. Muslims can't drink alcohol.
No, they can to a degree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is that fact checked?
What, by Mariana Spring?
Yes.
By BBC Fact Check.
That's only in Dubai.
By BBC Verify.
BBC Verify.
The audience members are telling us it's only in Dubai.
Only in Dubai.
The thing is with
Excuse me, Ruth. Ruth is one of our expert guests who has lived in the Middle East. So can Muslims drink alcohol or not?
No, officially not, but they do it in Dubai. They don't advertise it, but it's not terrible.
Okay, so Muslims are not allowed to drink
No,
alcohol. So what the fuck would they be doing in a country pub?
This is what I'm trying to figure out. This is what I'm delving
Blending
into.
This
is what I'm delving into, Roger, with my journalism. Because it's like...
And if they're going to serve halal food, why don't they serve kosher food?
Yeah.
And what about Bangladeshi biryanis?
Absolutely.
Why don't they serve?
The thing is, if Muslims don't drink alcohol, it makes no sense to me because you've got to be pissed out of your mind to actually eat a doner kebab, don't you? It's absolutely ridiculous. Have you ever tasted one?
I love doner kebab.
Yeah, I love doner kebabs. Oh, I love a doner.
I don't know. Well, also, what is the countryside meant to do about this? These charges of racism? Is the priest meant to start singing drill music or something? What do we do about it? I mean, it's just like...
I think on this kind of thing, I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I think I'm voting green on this.
Jay, what do you think?
What about?
Countryside being racist, supposedly.
It needs to be more racist.
It's
What
been
can
more
we do to
racist.
help it?
Voice of reason. I love it.
What we should do is we should have pheasant hunts, but we should just get loads of Eritreans and they should run all over the bushes.
No, you can't do.
Carry on. Let's carry on.
You can't,
Carry on, Jay.
you
Carry
can't
on.
You can't do this. You can't,
Go on.
you can't do. No, you can't do.
Right.
Not allowing this. No.
Can we have less of something?
You're
We need
insane. You're
less.
insane, Jay. We're moving on now, Jay. We want you. Unfortunately, it's your turn next. Oh Jesus! I hope you don't know. I want you to talk about Greta Thunberg or Thunberg.
Bye.
I want you to talk about Greta Thunberg and her flotilla heading for Gaza.
Thunberg.
Yes, Greta bloody Thunberg, yes. Greta Thunberg, the patron saint of retards. She's
Sorry? And again, we missed that.
Greta Thunberg.
That was me. Sorry.
Yeah, just shut up, everyone. How about that?
Quiet on the set.
Greta Thunberg, the patron saint of retards. She's at it again. She endeared the world, didn't she? She endeared the world.
Go back. Everybody's laughing. Great patron saint of retards, yeah.
Yes, she's at it again, Roger. She endeared the world in 2019 when she had a meltdown at the United Nations. Everybody thought, wow, she's intelligent and artistic. And it turned out, didn't it, that she was belligerent and autistic. So she's taken her weapons-grade autism on crusade again. This time, not against the weather. No, she can't do that anymore because she claimed that the world was going to end in 2023, and it didn't. Like Nostradamus, if it had fetal alcohol disorder. No, she can't do that anymore. The world didn't come to an end in 2023 like it did for Matthew Perry. No. So she's found something else to get angry about, hasn't she? This time.
She get to her room without dinner.
Yeah, she has gone shipward, hasn't she? She's taken to sea. She's got really angry about Gaza again, and she has made several attempts to make Gaza landfall by sea, and every time that she's reached Israeli waters, she's been detained, and then she's been deported back to her home country of IKEA. However,
Have you done any tarot cards for her?
no, I might do that next week. She's yet to make land, hasn't she? But we'll find out if she makes it to sea.
Let's see if you can do one right now. Do one.
Okay, we're trying to find out.
Big one.
Shall I delve into my bag?
Yeah,
Right,
go on.
right.
Okay. That's a very nice colour, that. Purple.
It's
My eldest. Oh, no.
it's usually it's where I used to keep my drugs.
What,
Oh,
your
yeah.
else?
Look, I'm shuffling them.
Yeah, no cheating. No dealing off the bottom.
Oh,
What
it's
you
the
got?
judgment card. It's the judgment card,
Hey!
Oh,
and it's got a flag on it. It's got
Yeah.
an English flag on it. So, I would
Who's
say
on
that
it?
she's going to return. She will return to Gaza like a bad case of herpes, and she will set sail with yet again more insufferable vegans, and this time she will be hit by a drone strike, and I think the world will finally be at peace.
Wow, what a prediction.
that's a lovely way to end, Jay. Thank you.
Very good, Jay. Thank
Andy,
you.
the rape whistle again.
the rate.
Yeah, let's hear it for Jay. Fantastic. And now it seems it's my turn, according to this running order I've been given. And I'm supposed to talk about what Jay has already mentioned, that borrowing costs are up to a 27-year high. And the pound at the same time is reaching an historic low. And and inflation has gone back up, and the economy is in a real mess. And we had a 40-something billion pound black hole. No, we had a fake 22 billion pound black hole, which the Tories dumped on Labour, according to Rachel from accounts. But that was, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as many think tanks are concerned, as phony as Bates Motel Hunt's 55 billion pound black hole a few years ago, which he used in order to hit us with 25 billion pounds of stealth taxes. But Rachel's fake 22, actually, they managed to run it up to a real 41 billion, and now it's 50 billion pounds we're in debt. And it's real because of their spending plans. The woman is in such a mess, she doesn't know what to do. And Angela is implicated in that, as is all those people around that cauldron that I shouldn't have talked about. And there are men in the brew as well, because there's Starmer and the rest of them. I mean, they are in a real mess, and they are doing some incredible things. For example, I haven't finished investigating. I've been talking about Angela a lot on various broadcasts in terms of her new flat in Hove and the stamp duty and the council tax, and how Hove is her first home for stamp duty purposes in Brighton and Hove, but Manchester is her first home for council tax purposes up there. I mean, it's the whole thing's a fiddle, a legal one, but morally, it's disgusting. And for somebody who's the housing minister and a senior member of government and was hoping to be prime minister, it tops any sleaze the Tories have produced in their 14 years, as far as I'm concerned. Now, the latest thing, the story that I'm investigating, because I'm not sure yet, Angela, clearly in order to soak the rich, gave, and I know there's a comedy show, but this isn't funny. This is shit. Angela gave permission to all local councils in Britain to double tax, council tax, on people who had second homes starting on the 1st of April. That means that if somebody has 2 homes, the council can double the council tax bill. So if your council tax bill is $2,000 a year, they can make it $4,000 on your second home. This is incredible. And I have seen absolute evidence, I'm not going to go into it yet because I'm still investigating, of councils, even ultra blue, high Tory, greedy, completely conservative councils with conservative MPs representing the district, sending out demand notices for double tax on properties that people have just bought or rented whilst they're selling their current home.
Insane.
So in other words, they have no intention of having a second home. They aren't some rich shit that should be soaked as far as labor is concerned. They're somebody who lives in one home, who's moving to another, and they found that home first and put their home on the market. Guess what? They're going to pay council tax 3 times, once on their current home and twice on the new place, or the other way around, twice on their current place, because it's regarded as a second home. There's no grace period. There may be, but I've been trying to find out exactly what the rules are, and I'm waiting for an answer. And more on that later.
How long do you think Reeves will last, Roger?
This needs a punchline. I'll tell you what.
Do the rape whistle again.
Do the rape whistle. Typical government, isn't it? Going for the easy
Typical
targets.
government, greedy.
Easy
Even the
targets.
conservatives are so greedy
Yeah.
that they're using, I wrote to one council, even the most rabid, wealth redistributing laborite wouldn't try to snare some poor bugger who's selling their house and found a place to rent in the meantime by double taxing them on one of the 2 houses, saying, this is your second home. I mean, how much more with taxes already, before labor even got in, thanks to the Tories, being at the highest level since the coronation of Her late Majesty the Queen. How much more can they screw us? It's unbelievable. Give us the punchline.
Much more.
That's the punchline.
That is much more. They'll screw us. They keep screwing us. They're very good at screwing.
Anyway.
But we don't want to receive the screwing. We don't want to receive this
But
screwing.
you're all right. You're poor anyway.
Anyway,
Poor and gay.
ladies,
Poor and
gentlemen, non-binary folk,
straight.
and others, thank you very much again for watching this episode
Kelli,
of Deadliners.
Andy, rape whistle again.
Rape whistle. They love the rape whistle.
Way!
Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this entirely childish performance of the last hour. And we very much hope to see you and hope you'll come back again next
All
week.
children in the eye.
Have a great week.
Wait. Hey, Chip OJ,
Chip OJ.